All right. So, welcome back. I've added a few objects for Bob. He has a new bed, a table, a dining room table, a sink, a washer and dryer in the laundry room, as well as I've added a bit of detail on the couches to make it have a little bit more sense of the size and feel of the pillows. Now, when it comes to materials, that's what we're going to be talking about right now, is how do we get a little bit of color into this. But if you haven't done this already, you really need to save, and I actually haven't done that yet in my project, and you might be thinking, well, I just want to get it done, then I'll save it. But honestly, just save all the time. Just save it. You never know what's going to happen. It could crash, your computer could get shut off, and you don't want to lose all your work. So make sure that you actually save your project, and I'm saving to 3D objects folder that I have, but you could save it to your desktop, save it to a USB stick, whatever you want, but save it. And have a name, so have your name on the file, and then have the name of the project. So this would be like Townhouse Design Project. There. Now it's saved, and I don't have to worry about losing all my work if it crashes. Now, if we want to get to materials, you can actually, if you have the default tray open, there's a material drop-down menu right here. And from here, you can choose all sorts of different materials, and some are indoor, some are outdoor, and what have you. They're organized into folders, so you can kind of see them there, or you can just look at a specific, if you click a specific one, like carpet, fabrics, leathers, that's the one that we'd want to do for the inside. And then if we want to actually apply a color, we use the paint bucket. So you click on the type of material you want, like Berber, for example, then paint bucket. And now that Berber material has been applied to that spot. Now, if you don't like that one, then switch to a different one. And you can go from there. Now, the other thing is, like, what if I wanted different materials in different rooms? That ends up being a little bit tricky. So, how do we do that? Basically, you would take your pencil first, make a line into a spot, and then you'd want to delete the face, because if it's like on the door, you might need to delete that face. But now you have a line that's dividing the two spaces. And then you can take your paint bucket, and if I select the material, now it's only painting carpet on this one, and then I could have a different material on this one. So it's actually different. And if this is going to be the bathroom, chances are the bathroom is not going to be the same type of material as the rest of the house. So the minimum would probably be that your bathroom, maybe even your kitchen space, you might not want to have be the same material. So you might want to draw a few lines in to see where you want to divide it. If you decide you don't want the line, you just use the eraser to erase the line. But let's see if I want to divide. I'm going to divide it at the door, somewhere near the door here. Let's divide there. So this is going to be kind of a similar space, the living room space. But actually, you know what? It might make more sense to put it here. And if you look, that's similar to how the kitchen is set up. This is tile, and this is carpet. And that's because when you come in, you're not walking on the carpet. It's easier to clean. So we're going to do something similar. So now we've divided that up, and we're going to also just divide this up. So I'm going to put a mark here. So that's, I'll try to get it on both sides. From here to here, there. And that's divided up. And we'll divide up this space from here to here. From here to here. There. So now we've divided that. And now we can actually start adding our materials. So we take that carpet. That's all right. And we have different wallpapers, suede. Maybe the suede will look good on the couch. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's like a leather suede couch. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. So put that on the couch. And we have to decide this space could actually also be that same carpet here. However, this area we want to find probably patterns. No, patterns isn't going to do it. Synthetic surfaces, laminate. So we could choose something like this. That would be an okay synthetic surface, like a laminate floor basically. Or you could go to tiles, and there's all sorts of different tiles. That looks like an okay one, although I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the colors. That looks a bit nicer. It kind of goes with the color scheme that we're going with. Then often the walls will also have a sort of tile to them, depending on the bathroom. So if we do this, then I kind of have it's pretty clear that this is a bathroom space now. And then maybe the way they've set it up, maybe this also ends up being the same kind of bathroom tile setup. So we'll take that, we'll use the same one in there. So that's uniform. And then in here, maybe we could do a different type of tile, maybe something more fancy like that. Ah, that looks like a kitchen, doesn't it? Sometimes what they do is they actually put it on the walls as well. So they'll have like the whole kitchen be like that, or they'll have it on an accent wall. So this, it goes up and makes like an accent wall, but often it doesn't go all the way to the top. So usually an accent, like the tile wall will kind of extend for a certain height, and then it will stop. So it'll go like to there, for example. So then we take our tile, and it'll go up to about there. And then what they might do, and actually, to be honest, what we could do is we could design some cabinets. Those cabinets could actually be coming down, and then the accent wall would actually only go up to where the cabinets are. So that would be kind of cool. We take our and this is where, like, yeah, you're coloring, and then you realize, you know what, I want to add something else to this. So we go back to our rectangle tool, and we say, okay, well, why don't we add some cool kind of cabinets coming out, and often those will be pretty big, and then we extrude those out like this, and that means that our accent tile would probably only go up to that high, or maybe they go up to like the height of the cabinets. So then we probably need this to go higher though, actually. We need actual space to work here. So then this can actually go all the way up basically to the wall. And then that would be where we could actually go to pick stuff up. We could store stuff in there. So we make sure that Bob is able to reach up there though. So we've got to make sure that the height is reasonable. That's probably good. And I don't know how high that's going to be. Bring that down a little bit. And then we can put in our accent colors. So we take this. Maybe it'll go up to this high here. And then try to match it on the other side. There. And then put our tile. So that's looking pretty cool. And then we have, once we have our tile and we have our carpet, we also need to start thinking about wood surfaces and other surfaces. Now this would probably be some kind of, it might be like a stone, like a granite. Could be like a granite countertop, but probably, or it could be marble countertop. That looks nice. I like the marble. So this could be a marble countertop. But you'll notice that, like, because if I color this whole thing marble, that would be incredibly expensive. very expensive marble countertop going on here. The thing is, though, usually it wouldn't be just marble. This would be hollowed out. So you'd want to try, if once you add this in, you're like, you know what? Oh yeah, there'd be drawers and stuff in there, and that's okay. You can figure that out as you go. If you want to add things to it, just add things to it. Now we're going to need to get to wood. And here we have some options for wood. Let's take that's wood flooring. We have there's not that many options really. We have like different veneers. Like the veneer looks okay. I guess we could put a veneer on. It doesn't look the nicest. I wonder if it's just like even that is like. That's okay. It's not ideal, but you get the idea. Pick something that works for you, whatever you can find in the materials that they have. And once you have colored things out, then and it'll take a little bit of time to decorate and decide exactly how you want it to do. Then you're almost done. You're basically you have the whole design the way you want, and it's a matter of getting it ready to hand in or present it to your to the customer or whoever hired you to show it off. And so the next video is just going to show you a few tricks for how to actually like make it presentable. One other thing that you might want to look into, there's things like water, but there's also glass and mirrors, or see if you can find the transparent ones, because these will actually allow you to make glass. So what you might want to do, like this is like a mirror, which is reflective, so you could put the mirror on the TV screen, so it has like that reflective look. And then if you wanted to put a transparent glass in the window, you could actually add the window back in. So we take the pencil tool, we add that in, and then you switch to one of the glass reflections, and now I have a sky reflection on it. Or you could just do something like that. That's like the safety glass. You could try a few different options. That one's not bad. The gray, there's like a crush gray, blue. This is like a corrugated style. There's all sorts of different options. This is a dark green. I think that like the sky looks kind of nice, so you could go with that. And then you'd add the other one in. Like that. We can actually erase the little line there. So now I have my glass. And ideally that would actually be kind of embedded in between. The glass isn't directly on the outside, but I'm willing to be a bit flexible on that. You can put as much time and detail in as you like. Yeah, and the other cool thing you could try to do is like make little picture frames on the walls. Think about where lights might go, and obviously there's a lot more you could add to this, but this is the basics. So the next thing we're going to talk about is rendering, so taking pictures of your work. So when you're ready and once you have everything colored, then check it out.